Hello students, in last class we taught up to gold number and numerical problems based on gold number concept. So in this chapter, lastly two concepts are left. One is emulsions and one more is applications of colloids. Both are theory concept. By today class, I will complete the entire surface chemistry chapter. One of the last theory concept is emulsions. Already in the beginning we studied about emulsions examples. What are emulsions means? Emulsions are nothing but liquid type of colloids. Liquid type of colloids means in that colloids both dispersed phase and dispersion medium both are liquids. So dispersed phase is liquid, dispersion medium also liquid. Liquid colloids are known as emulsions. These emulsions broadly classified into two types. These two types important. These emulsions broadly classified into two types. First one is oil in water type. Oil in water type. So oil in water. Oil is liquid, water also liquid. Therefore liquid type. Liquid type is nothing but emulsions. Oil in water type. Simply it is represented as O by W type of emulsions. O by W means O stands for oil, W stands for water. Oil in water type. Second one is water in oil type. Second one is water in oil type. First one oil in water. Second one water in oil type. Shortly represented as W by O type. W stands for water, O stands for oil. So here in oil in water type, dispersed phase is oil, dispersion medium is water. Colloids are nothing but combination of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Small component is oil, large component is water. Here water is dispersed phase, oil is dispersion medium. Dispersion medium means which is present in large quantity like a solvent. Dispersed phase means which is present in small quantity like a solute. Here examples you should remember. Oil in water type examples. Milk and vanishing cream. Milk and vanishing cream. So already in the beginning we taught about milk example. So milk is an example of emulsions. In the milk, liquid fat, fat belongs to oil family. Liquid fat dispersed in water. Liquid fat dispersed in water. Therefore, it comes under what type? Oil in water type. Milk comes under oil in water type because in milk, liquid fat belongs to oil family dispersed in water. So vanishing cream also one type of moisturizing cream. It is one type of moisturizing cream. By applying on the skin, immediately it will be vanished. There are no marks after applying. That's why the name came as vanishing. After applying, it will be vanished. It will be disappeared. It is a one type of moisturizing cream. Both comes under oil in water type. Next, water in oil type. Examples: butter, cold creams. It is also one type of moisturizing cream. So main difference between vanishing cream and cold cream is after applying cold cream, residues are present. Here it will completely vanish. So butter, cold cream and cod liver oil. It is obtained from fish. So this comes under water in oil type. I remember like this. These examples are nothing but BCC. These examples: butter, cold cream, cod liver oil. Our college name BCC. These two are nothing but MV. MV. Milk and vanishing cream. So these are the emulsions. Generally these emulsions are unstable. So generally these are separated as a two layers. So generally emulsions are unstable. Generally emulsions are unstable. They are separated as a layers. They are separated as layers. So generally these are unstable and separated as layers. In order to attain stability of emulsions, at the time of preparation of emulsions, a third component is adding, that is known as emulsifying agent or emulsifier. So in order to attain the stability, in order to attain the stability, third component, already in the emulsions two components are there, dispersive phase and dispersion medium. Third component is added. Third component is added to the emulsions. Third component is added to the emulsions in order to attain the stability. That added component is known as emulsifying agent. Emulsifying agent or emulsifiers. So what is the role of emulsifier or emulsifying agent? Which increases the stability of emulsions. Which increases the stability of emulsions. So just you should remember that generally emulsions are unstable. In order to attain the stability of emulsions, to the emulsions one more third component is added to attain the stability. The added component is known as emulsifying agent or emulsifier. So here one important point you should remember, important for objective exam, role of emulsifier or emulsifying agent. By the addition of emulsifier, what happens means between dispersive phase and dispersion medium, nothing but between oil layer and water layer, interfacial tension is decreases. Whenever interfacial tension decreases, automatically both can mix easily. So the role of emulsifier is it decreases the interfacial tension. It decreases the interfacial tension between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Nothing but between oil and water layers or water and oil layer. So by the addition of emulsifier, this word you should remember. How emulsifier attains gives the stability means the added emulsifier decreases the interfacial tension between the dispersive phase and dispersion medium. Hence, both can easily mix up together. Both can easily mix up together. So this is the role of emulsifier. Next, examples of emulsifier. So these examples you should remember. Examples of emulsifiers. Examples of emulsifiers are emulsifying agents. Examples of emulsifiers are emulsifying agents. Just you should remember that emulsifier or emulsifying agent is nothing but which gives the stability for emulsions. The substance which gives the stability for emulsions is known as emulsifier or emulsifying agent. For oil in water type, some are emulsifiers. For water in oil type, some are emulsifiers. Examples that you should remember. I will discuss in one tabular form. 2-3 examples are there. For oil in water type of emulsions and for water in oil type of emulsions. For oil in water type of emulsions, what are the emulsifying agents means? Proteins, gums and natural and artificial soaps and detergents. Soaps and detergents also act as emulsifiers. Proteins, gums, natural and artificial soaps and detergents act as emulsifiers for oil in water type. For understanding purpose, one example I am considering. In case of milk, milk is an example of what type of emulsion? Tell me. Oil in water type of emulsion. So milk is an example of what type? Oil in water type of emulsion. So in the milk, one protein is there, casein. So this is the protein. So in the milk itself, one protein, casein is present. Due to the presence of casein, that fat and oil both are not separated as different layers. Due to this casein, that liquid fat is mixed up with liquid water. If that casein is not present, that liquid fat and water both are separated and it becomes unstable. Hence, this protein casein emulsifier stabilizes the milk emulsion. Casein is a protein, act as emulsifier for milk. So that examples you should remember for oil in water type. Next, for water in oil type, what are the examples means? Examples are heavy metal salts of fatty acids, long chain alcohols and lamp black is nothing but one ash deposit on the lamp. All these act as emulsifiers for water in oil type. So these are the examples of emulsifiers or emulsifying agents. Lastly, a note point you should remember. Note 1. In general, the emulsions are negatively charged colloids. In the beginning we taught all colloids are charged. Some are positive, some are negative. The charge can be experimentally determined with the help of electrophoresis experiment. In general, emulsions are negatively charged colloids. Point number 2. These emulsions can be broken into corresponding constituents. That means water and oil both can be separated. Otherwise, broken into dispersed phase and dispersion medium, broken into constituents by heating or freezing or centrifuging. So by heating or freezing or centrifuging, emulsions can be broken into corresponding components. With the help of centrifuging only, we are separating the cream from milk. So by using this technique, centrifuging, we can separate cream from milk. So this is about emulsions. By this theory concept, small theory part, by this emulsions concept is completed. And one of the last concept is applications of colloids. One of the last concept is applications of colloids. Applications of colloids. These applications we have to study it under the two headings. Some are daily life applications. In our daily life, some applications are there. Some are industrial applications. So first one is applications of colloids. First Roman heading is applications of colloids in daily life. Applications of colloids in daily life. So in daily life, some applications are there. First application is medicines. First application is medicines. So if you are observing, most of the medicines are in colloidal nature. Why they are preparing in colloidal nature means, if they are existing in the colloidal nature, they are having large surface area. Whenever they are having large surface area, they are more effective in the action. So that medicines are colloidal nature. That medicines are in colloidal nature. In that colloidal nature, they are having large surface area. They are having large surface area. Due to large surface area, they are more effective or they are more active in their action. So first of all, you should remember that medicines are colloidal in nature, not all medicines. So medicines are colloidal in nature. In that colloidal nature, they are having large surface area. Whenever large surface area is there, they are more effective in their action. Complete theory based, that you should remember. Some of the examples of medicine which are colloidal in nature, some of the examples which are colloidal in nature. Argyrol, it is nothing but a colloidal silver. Colloidal silver. This argyrol is used as eye lotion. Used for eye lotion. Used for eye lotion. Argyrol is used for eye lotion. And one more, colloidal antimony. It is also one of the medicine. Antimony is nothing but stibium. Colloidal antimony is used in the treatment of Kala-Azar. It is a one type of disease. So in the treatment of Kala-Azar disease, colloidal antimony is used. Kala-Azar disease is nothing but one of the symptoms means irregular fever, sudden loss of weight and swelling of liver. That is nothing but Kala-Azar disease. In the curing of Kala-Azar disease, colloidal antimony is used. And one more, colloidal gold sol. Colloidal gold sol is used for intramuscular injections. In complete theory, you should remember memory based intramuscular injections. And one more, milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia is used for the treatment of acidity. Milk of magnesia is nothing but magnesium hydroxide. So this milk of magnesia is used as Antacid. Antacid means which reduces acidity in stomach. Which reduces acidity in stomach. That milk of magnesia is used as antacid. These are the examples of colloidal medicines. Next, food articles. Already we in the beginning we practiced food articles. So food articles also colloidal nature. Butter, cheese, jellies, milk, all these are colloids nature. Next, fog, mist, these are also colloidal in nature. So all these are the colloids in our daily life we are using. Otherwise clouds also colloidal nature. Next, blue color of the sky. Blue color of the sky. Already in the Tyndall effect we thought. So due to scattering of light, due to scattering of light by colloidal dust particles are colloidal nature, by colloidal dust particles, due to scattering of light by colloidal dust particles in air, that sky appears blue color or that ocean appears blue color. Next, blood. Blood also colloidal nature, already we studied. So blood is a colloidal albuminoid substance. Blood is nothing but a colloidal example. So blood is nothing but colloidal albuminoid substance. So in blood, albumin is present, that is colloid nature. Here a small note you should remember that bleeding can be stopped. So whenever, unfortunately on our skin, whenever if any cut will be there, suddenly blood comes out. So that bleeding or clotting of blood can be stopped by applying ferric chloride solution or rubbing with alum. Rubbing with alum. For example, from our skin, whenever blood is coming, if you are applied ferric chloride solution, immediately the stopping or clotting of blood takes place. Why means, in the blood, negatively charged albumin is present. Negatively charged albumin is present. In the blood, negatively charged albumin is present. By applying ferric chloride, here in the ferric chloride iron carries positive charge Fe+3. Here negative charged albumin is neutralized by positive charge. Here negative charge is nullified. Whenever charge is reduced, automatically colloids are unstable. Immediately coagulation taking place. Coagulation takes place. Coagulation is nothing but what? Precipitation. So due to that coagulation, bleeding will be stopped or clotting of blood takes place. Instead of ferric chloride, if you are adding alum, potash alum, K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice 24H2O. Its actual name is potash alum. Its actual name potash alum. negatively charged albumin is there. For the coagulation of negatively charged soul, we should add positive ion. Here K plus is there, here Al plus 3 is there. According to Hardy's Schulze rule, more is the valency, more is the coagulating power. Therefore here, when compared to K plus, Al plus 3 valency more, hence Al plus 3 easily coagulates negatively charged albumin. Whenever coagulation taking place, coagulation is nothing but precipitation. Immediately clotting will happen. So this you should remember. So bleeding can be stopped by the addition of FeCl3 or alum due to coagulation. This word you should remember. Due to coagulation. Next, artificial rain. Sixth one is artificial rain. With the help of colloids also, we can create artificial rain. How artificial rain causes means, it can be caused. It can be caused by throwing the electrified sand or silver iodide salt over the clouds. In the beginning we studied clouds also colloidal nature over the clouds. So here, whenever if you are throwing electrified sand or silver iodide over the clouds, in the clouds, colloidal water droplets are there. In the clouds, colloidal water droplets are present. In the clouds, colloidal water droplets are present. Whenever electrified sand or silver iodide are throwing on the clouds, immediately coagulation taking place. Here also coagulation. Because clouds also charged. The charge is nullified by electrified sand or silver iodide. So due to neutralization of charge, nothing but coagulation taking place. Whenever coagulation taking place, all water droplets comes closer and become a bigger size. Due to coagulation, water molecules comes closer. Water droplets are molecules. Water droplets comes closer and becomes bigger size. Whenever they becomes bigger size, they fall in the form of rain. Whenever they become bigger size, they fall in the form of rain. So, by using coagulation technique, we can create artificial rain. Here a small note point you should remember. Previous case question it is. A small note point you should remember. The added silver iodide, it is a previous case exam question it is. The added silver iodide has similar crystal structure. Silver iodide has similar crystal structure to that of ice. That means ice crystal structure, silver iodide crystal structure, both are same. So this note point you should remember. Previous case exam question is that crystal structures will comes in solid state. In next chapter I will discuss about crystal structures. And the last application is formation of deltas. Formation of seventh one, formation of deltas. So generally deltas are nothing but a fertile land. Generally these are observed where river water meets to the sea water. Deltas are nothing but fertile lands. Deltas are nothing but fertile lands. How deltas are formed? Deltas are formed. Delta is nothing but one type of land. Deltas are formed where river water meets sea water. Deltas are formed where river water meets sea water. Here also coagulation technique is applicable. So how deltas are formed means, now for understanding purpose I am considering it is the sea water. Just for understanding purpose, there is no need to draw the diagram. It is the sea water. In the sea water, so many salts are dissolved. In the sea water, salts are dissolved. Now, delta